The Christmas season is once again upon us. Some may even say it's the best time of the year. But is it really? Yes, it is. Unless you work in retail, in which case you get to listen to Mariah sing sweet sweet lullabies to you for 9 hours a day, every day. Joy. I've always loved Christmas. The snow, the presents, the movies, the list goes on. And in those movies, you always see kids leaving cookies and milk out for Santa. Which always felt a bit odd, because if Santa actually ate all of that, even his sleigh wouldn't be able to outrun diabetes.
I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes.
But I digress. If you want to take part in that tradition, I've got just the recipe for you. Welcome to I Can't Cook Gingerbread Cookies. First step, turn on your Christmas lights. Not optional. Once that's sorted, mix your dry ingredients. In my bowl of flour, I add cinnamon, ginger, allspice and cloves, baking soda, and salt. Give it a quick mix and move on to the wet stuff. In another bowl, I add room temp butter and sugar and start blending until they behave. Then in goes the molasses and 1 egg yolk. And yes, it broke earlier. What can you do? Last up, vanilla extract, and on to another mixing sesh. A few minutes later, I decide it's good enough and start adding the dry ingredients little by little. Once it all looks like one big confusing ball of brown, I add a tablespoon of milk and mix again. It looked way too crumbly and I had no idea how this was supposed to become dough, but once I got my hands in there, it actually started coming together. I form it into a bowl and head over to the table. I take half the dough and try rolling it out into a thin sheet. And, of course, the second I try lifting it, the whole thing collapses. Because this is my channel and nothing is allowed to go smoothly. So I decide to be clever and put cling film down first, dough on top, and it actually works. I wrap it up nice and tight, set it aside, do the same with the second half, and into the fridge they go for 2 hours. Once time's up, I take one half out, preheat the oven to 180 degrees, and head back to the table. I roll the dough as thin as I dare, and use my recently purchased Christmas cookie cutters. Surely I'll use them more than once, right? Remove the excess, transfer the cookies onto a baking sheet lined with parchment, then gather the scraps, roll them out, cut again, repeat again. Somewhere in the middle of this endless loop, I realized dusting the table would have made my life easier, so I did it. Halfway through. Better late than never, I guess. Once the sheet is full, into the oven they go for 8 minutes. Now, I thought it'd be fun to decorate them with icing, so I made some. In a bowl, I mixed powdered sugar with what should have been 1.5 tablespoons of milk, but was actually more like 2.5. And that was a mistake.
So many oopsies already, guys. I cannot believe it.
I tried putting it in my icing gun and it immediately started leaking out the nozzle. So my advice is start with 1 tablespoon and only add more if absolutely necessary. The cookies finish baking, I take them out and let them rest for 5 minutes before transferring to a wire rack and letting them cool to room temperature. Well, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do in theory, but I have the patience of a toddler, so I started decorating immediately. And as you can see, the icing is way too runny to do anything remotely artistic. So, after about 7 cookies, I give up and just make a single streak down the middle. And that's the cookies done. I still had half the dough left in the fridge, but A, I live alone, and B, I'm not much of a sweet tooth, so into the freezer it went. Weirdly enough, the first time I tried them, I wasn't a fan. But then they started growing on me, and suddenly I had to stop myself from eating the whole batch in one sitting. They came out quite crunchy, so if you prefer softer cookies, bake them for 6 to 7 minutes instead of 8. And there we go, traditional recipe done. Join me next time for a Christmas recipe that's a little more exotic. Let me know in the comments what cookies you'll be leaving out for Santa. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.